There's a moment just before the music begins when the instrument listens to itself, a breath, a pause, and the strings, for an instant, remember what in tune feels like. Every note after that depends on whether the musician can stay open enough to let the air move through. Maybe that's what courage really is. Not a shout, not a war cry, just a refusal to hold your breath while the song of life keeps playing. Because the universe, for all of its swirling beauty and chaos, it doesn't reward the clenched fist. It resonates with the open hand. Electric fields, heartbeats, magnetic poles, all of them adjust by rhythm, not resistance. When you tighten, the current stutters. When you exhale, the circuit completes. Think of a child who tumbles, skinning a knee. The cry rises, breaks, fades, and then laughter. No theology, no ritual. Just the nervous system remembering how to reset before the mind begins to narrate tragedy. Adults forget. They rehearse tension like it's a profession, as though the universe handed out paychecks for anxiety. But somewhere inside, that 5-year-old still knows how to breathe the world back into tune. Everything's connected. It's funny how one person's relaxation ripples. A calm breath steadies a whole room. An honest laugh reorganizes everyone's chemistry. It's almost as if the fabric of space prefers coherence. We could say resonance seeks itself. Science would say fields entrain. Spirit would say when one part remembers, the whole remembers. Same thing, different language. Separation is labeling. Labels, they're contractions of infinite flow. So imagine if whole communities remembered this. If the daily rhythm of people, places, technologies, governments move by breath instead of tension. Wars might last as long as the time it takes to exhale. Economies might pulse like music, expanding and releasing instead of hoarding and bursting. Healing would stop being a miracle and start being a default setting. And maybe when you breathe like that, calm in the storm, you become the reminder for others. You don't preach it, you vibrate it. That's what activation really means. The alternative, you ignore it, and the consequences are familiar. Shoulders like armor, thoughts looping like bad feedback, relationships snapping under invisible strain, a life tuned too tight to play the melody it was written for. But each time you notice and loosen, each time you breathe, you prove harmony is a choice, not a prize. So the next time pressure leans in close, and the strings in your chest start to hum too sharply, maybe you'll hear that quiet whisper. Stay open. Don't close the instrument while the music's still playing. And in that breath, without trance or ritual, you tune the whole symphony a little closer to true.